I only look to people for inspiration. The minute it starts moving into that comparison zone, I'm out and I stop exposing myself to whatever that is. I try to stay in a pure state of inspiration, and it is okay to copy people that you're inspired by.
Enchanté.
So when I was in Provence last month, I had an esthetician come to the villa to give myself and my guests facials. It was my first ever facial. I got a hydrofacial with red light therapy, and I came down and I told them, look, it was fabulous, but actually I've been getting treatments like this at home that are even better with better results. I use my little UFO for my hydrofacial. They say that this is like getting 5 facials in one. They are not kidding. And of course, for red light therapy, I use my FAQ 202 by Foreo. And lately, I've been applying their red light peptide serum for even better results. It features 8 different wavelengths, 7 LED wavelengths, and NIR that target every skin concern from dullness to acne scarring, hyperpigmentation, you know, when your skin is just feeling and looking flat. It's made with a unique FlexiFit silicone, so it fits any face shape, and you can literally wear it around the house while you're doing things. I wear mine when I'm reading in bed. You can wear yours to unload the dishwasher. With this unique design, there is no other mask like this. I've had mine for months. I absolutely love it. My skin is way less dull and it looks brighter and clearer to me. It's so easy to wear. I use it a couple times a week. So click the link in this video description and use my code 35Angela. For an additional 35% almost all Foreo's products. Treat yourself to the FAQ 202, treat yourself to the UFO, and while you're there, you'll be able to unlock offers up to 50% off. Don Quixote. Okay, so this is daffodil. Daffodil. What are these ones? Double Dutch? Wait. Let's make sure that everyone has a place to go.
Mix.
What are these?
Value bag.
Oh yeah, these are just like cheapies. Put those over there. I must have been feeling very aggressive when I made this order. Holy cow.
Okay, we need to get paid for this.
Oh, do we?
Maybe just me, because I don't got anything besides like $3.
All right. Oh, sweet.
Can I do it some?
I was feeling really springy when I placed this order, or I was thinking about all my hatred of the deer and all the tulips that they've eaten over the last 2 years. Now the deer fence is in place and hunting season is right around the corner, so the neighbors will do me some favors because they really are at a dangerous level right now. If you go for a drive in the morning, you can easily see 20 deer on the road, crossing the road, alongside the road. They're very dangerous. We just hit one last week, in fact. So very happy to have the deer fence. Hunting aside, so happy to have the fence up and I'm going to replenish the spring color with everything that is on this table, which is insane. Okay, we're gonna take inspiration from Monty Don, and in the lavender beds, down in the parterre, we're going to do pink bulbs with blue forget-me-nots for spring, which will give beautiful color before the lavender blooms. So I have these menthol bulbs, which are like a peachy pink, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 200 to plant. You take a couple? How's it going, Junior?
Keep falling off.
It keeps falling. Oh, you might have to retighten it. Okay, so we need 50 holes in each.
Deer poop.
Yeah, scooch it aside. Don't put them right under the lavender. There's plenty of open space.
Like right here?
Yeah, see in this whole open area right here? We need 50.
Then the lavender will grow, so don't do that.
Yeah, the lavender will grow, so kind of space them out. We need 50 holes in each area, so I'm just gonna drop this.
So over here, right here, Mom?
Not along the path. How about see that big area where those lysianthus were blooming? Were is the key word. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, will you help me bring more down for that bed over there? We're gonna do the orange marmalade, the mascari, the mascari, and I think I got some little iris for that one as well. Everything's sort of like orange and blue for that bed for spring. the next day. I'm trying to beat the rain. I have these marmalade colored bulbs here that I think are going to be really pretty. This is an experiment bed in that I just started it a few years ago. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, this was the chamomile bed and it just got out of control with weeds. So I've moved the chamomile to the back in a raised bed where when it sort of gets unsightly during the chamomile season, it doesn't matter as much. But this is a really prominent bed right at the entrance of the garden. So I have rose standards in here that are a burgundy color, some annuals, some coral colored yarrow, a few iris. I'm going to add, or I just added some more iris. I'm putting these peachy orange marmalade bulbs in. I'm going to add some muscari, some allium. Gosh, I think I have something else. I don't know. So this is my experiment bed. The palette for this bed is really different than the rest of the garden. This is my oranges and my purples and my corals. And then I have the burgundy roses and then the burgundy dahlia. So I really like it. This bed was such a mess from there's a little tuber left. From the chamomile that I did tarp it. I think I filmed that. So there is weed tarp under here, so I'm just cutting through it. It will disintegrate as the years go by, but it was really, really a great idea to just tarp this bed. It needed a fresh do-over. It needed a do-over. So everything that's in this bed has already been cut through the tarp. I'm doing that with the tulips. They'll be fine. They'll find their way. And that was a great way for me to get a handle on how many weeds had grown in this bed during that chamomile, those few years when it served just as the chamomile bed for tea. I'm almost done putting these allium in, and you'll notice maybe that I only have about 12. And this space is, I think this bed is about 10 by 15. My advice to any gardener would be to imitate the gardens that you love as a way of learning. Imitate the gardens that you love in whatever fashion you can, on whatever scale you can, whatever budget you can. So I've never really been an allium person until I started visiting Giverny, and I saw them there and I thought, okay, that flower is nice and tall. It provides a lot of oomph and structure in the spring when I really need it here. And spring is really late here in Door County, so by the time it comes, I am just really excited. I'm gagging for some color. So I'm going to put 12 in here. So whether you're imitating Giverny or Longmeadow or Tasha Tudor's garden or Beatrix Potter's garden, I would say do that in whatever capacity you can. First of all, it's a great way to learn how to garden, and it's a great way to learn what works and not make expensive mistakes. Secondly, it doesn't hurt at all to imitate someone else's garden. So if you're going to imitate Versailles in your little postage stamp of a backyard, do that as best you can, and you will learn, and you'll be so pleased with the results. And in 5 years, you won't think, oh, I'm imitating Versailles. In 5 years, you'll look out and go, that's my garden. So in this bed, I'm imitating Monet's garden. I love his garden in April. That's when I make one of my trips each year. And it's full of bulbs. Interestingly, it's full of geranium too at that time, which I can't quite pull off in this climate. But it's full of bulbs. So I'm going to start with this bed and do as many bulbs as I can. In the parterre, I'm going to be taking inspiration from Monty Don, as I mentioned, and I'm going to sow blue forget-me-nots with as many pink tulips as I could afford, which was only 200 this year, and that's a pretty big space for 200 tulips. But I say do what you can and just make sure you're enjoying it. Gardening is like homeschooling. It's like, for women, it's like beauty standards or your weight. Don't look at what anyone else is doing through the lens of comparison. Stay in that zone of being inspired. Use other people's gardens for inspiration. Never, ever, ever for comparison. That's something I do with my wardrobe. That's something I do with my house. That's something I do with homeschooling. I only look to people for inspiration. The minute it starts moving into that comparison zone, I'm out and I stop exposing myself to whatever that is. I try to stay in a pure state of inspiration, and it is okay to copy people that you're inspired by. It is starting to get cold out. My nose is starting to run. We did have a blizzard last weekend, so I do feel really grateful to get these in the ground now, being that it's the middle of November. With everything I just said about bulbs and not really being able to afford, for example, enough of these allium this year, I think what I'm going to do in this bed is sow something, whether it's like the frothy forget-me-nots for the other bed. In fact, I think that might work because the peach and blue would be really beautiful together. That's an affordable way for me to bulk this up. I think when you have big spaces in between something like a growing bulb bed, when you have those big spaces, it tends to sort of have that doctor's office landscape feel to it. So maybe I'm going to sow forget-me-nots in here. It'll complement what I'm doing 2 beds away in the lavender beds with the pink bulbs and the forget-me-nots. And it will look really pretty with the peach and purple that's already happening here.